Okay, so I just wanted to do a little video here poking around in Star Wars Galaxy of Heroes because I did a review of this game back when I first was playing it, and that was probably about a decade ago. And a lot has changed. Not just the loading screen, but yeah, I actually, funny enough, just started earlier this year replaying it because I got a tablet to play it on. And the thing is, it's like as a happenstance because it was like 10 years later they were doing their big 10-year anniversary of it, so there was a lot of events and things going on, and I think some stuff, I'm not sure if it's related to that still at this point either. I think they're in a new era of stuff now. They've just kind of started that, and they're doing some special events because of May the 4th, Star Wars Day stuff going on here. One of the things is like we've got this extra calendar thing. You can sometimes get these. That's cool. They kind of start you off with giving you a bunch of stuff. Um, and so one of the things you can get is like light speed tokens. Those are a big deal because they let you basically get like these older characters that have been around for a while. You're able to just promote them immediately up to really high levels in gear and stuff. So that's like a pretty big one. They've actually pretty recently had this overhaul of the cantina layout and things. So while I last looked at it, there were like ships and other things and whatnot, but a lot of that stuff's still here. This is definitely different the way they have things laid out. They got territory battles and territory wars or stuff you can do with your guild. Um, so got the arenas and stuff. This Coliseum is new, so if you want to check that, well, first I'm gonna grab my freebie because we're here. Um, this thing you still get a freebie for the bronzing thing every day. Um, I don't know. Just I mean, there's just a lot to mention here. I think, and I'm really just trying to mention stuff that's like newer. So like the Coliseum is like the set of like battles you do, and you have these event units. Because like they're in a certain era right now, so like these will rotate to different like bosses to fight in here. So I'll go over into battle, um, and then these are all my like event units that I can use. So basically, like they're separate from like normal units, and basically at the end of this event period, depending on the level I have, because you get special materials just to level them up. Not the same kind of stuff you would for normal characters. At the end of it, their like stars and gear and abilities and stuff will be based on like where they were when you finished this set of challenges and stuff. So this is one of the things you use these units for. So we'll go into here and we'll probably just auto battles. Honestly, I've been very lazy and I have just been auto battling. There's also this new button up here they put up so you can collapse all of these things. There's a thing over here you can pull out to see the turn order, but I never really like that. Can I put it back? How do I put it back? Well, I thought I could put it back, but I appear to not be able to. Is that a button I can do up here? No. So, if I turn off auto battle for a second, I'll see if it'll let me get rid of this. Ah, yes. It's not a big deal, but it does eat up a little bit of space that I would like to not have eaten up with that, especially since I have all the icons out everywhere. Um, and basically these are also in tiers, so essentially, you can see like this little thing up here. That's the last time I got them to like this level of being beaten. So you get different rewards based on how far you get. And if you end up, it's like at tier 6 right now. So if I beat this set of bosses, which I doubt I will end up getting to like a tier 7 or rank 7 or whatever of it, and that'll be a harder one. I can get more rewards. Um, and mostly those rewards are for leveling up these units more. Um, yeah, a lot of additions, a lot of reworks and changes, and there's definitely more characters and ships and everything. The big thing also is that there's a lot more, a number of more fleet commanders for fleet battles. So you can have more stuff going on rather than just the three that were there when I last played. But I guess I played right when fleets were kind of just coming in. Um, and yeah, that's pretty tanky. There's like I was saying though, there's a lot of things added here that are really good for newcomers. If you haven't played for a long time, I think you probably should check the game out. Um, if you even if you have to start a new account or whatever, because they give you a lot of things to kind of help boost you and help you like catch up. At least to get units that have been around for a long time. So you can't just like jump in and easily get something that people, that have been playing for a long time won't be able to get quickly. You have to get that at the same rate they would, and you'll probably be slower because of required units to get new units and that kind of thing for events and stuff. Whatever, that's still a thing, but you can at least speed up your process some, and by doing that, you can end up getting, you can end up getting units. But wow, this guy's not gonna die at all, man. You can end up getting units a lot faster, and then build up your, you basically will have the ability then to do more events and challenges and things. And there's actually a lot more for you to do now. With there's a huge variety of events and challenges and guild things rotating all the time. So there's actually a lot of reasons to get different characters, and depending on who you build, you might have a good advantage for certain challenges and other things. And so there's always something for you to do, which is something I really appreciate about a lot of the updates and changes, is that when I go online, like the first couple days, there was a little bit of like a lull in stuff I could do, although they showed me a ton of things in a row. And then it was a couple days of like, okay, well, I can't do much yet. And then I unlocked a bit more, and then I could do tons. And that's kind of a thing where it's like basically every day there's definitely plenty of things to do, along with your energy refreshes and checking out stuff. My current way of playing right now, I've just been, like I said, I've been doing a lot of auto battling, and I've basically just been trying to, my main focus is building up, trying to unlock as many characters as I can, and then trying to gear all of them up. And so that basically my thought is once everybody is 7 stars, that I can grind through my battles, then I can focus on getting gear for particular people, and then in the process I'm just trying to gear everybody up for every piece of gear that shows up. So I will eventually have a decent army to fight with. Now this is probably a stupid idea to do, based on you need to be very, very high level gear and everything else for a lot of these events and a lot of these things you need to do. But at least for territory battles it'll be nice, because I'll have a bunch of people 7 stars and I'll be able to fill in platoons and things for those. Yeah, the territory wars, I don't remember if territory wars were a thing or not when I was playing. Territory battles were, and that was like the PvE, doing phases to take over territories and stuff. But territory war is a thing where like you have a bunch of these, like, what do they call it? Wow, these guys are not dying. Is this glitched again? This may be glitched. Let me see if I can get to attack again. I know before this thing glitched and it made it so you didn't do any damage. I'm not doing any damage. Coliseum has been glitched like this a couple of times. Yeah, it actually did 0 damage there. So this is glitched. So we're going to retreat, and that's fine, because it still counts for my little achievement, I believe. My daily thing. Yep, that's fine. But you see, based on what you do, you get different rewards. So there's that. And territory wars are like basically, it's actually players versus players. So you're as a guild thing. So you have to place squads in your different territories, and then try to, like, hopefully they're strong enough to survive the squads, because you play squads to defend, and then also you have to use squads to attack. And so it's a whole thing. It's kind of crazy, honestly. It's pretty cool. What do I got in here? I got a drop event. Oh, the time on last battles, Dark Cantina will be double drops from the 4th to the 5th. This does not include Galactic Legend events. Okay. And then, hey, my donations. Yay. One of the things I have over here, I believe they moved it over here. So under this, they still have these, this Galactic War thing. Conquest is a different thing, though. So that's a thing that's also new. And basically, it's like a bunch of different nodes to go through and, like, trying to beat these battles. But the thing is, like, the teams all have these different, special abilities on them, whatever, like passive things, whatever, on top of them. So it makes them more difficult than regular battles. And you can do different, like, paths across here to, like, get different rewards and things. But also as you go, you can get these little, like, data card things to put on your people for this event. And so having your data cards equipped will give you also passive things, different abilities and stuff. Some stack, some don't. And the thing is, it's basically like imagine like a roguelite, or I guess a roguelike, whatever, a roguelike kind of like conquest thing. Star Wars Galaxy of Heroes has a roguelike, basically. It's a cool idea, even if it gets pretty difficult and you can get bottlenecked pretty hard. It's a cool concept. And I'm at the point with these where I can actually restart this and just sim them and just do it. I don't have to go through all the rigmarole and I get all my stuff. Look at all that stuff I got. They've also recently changed it where you no longer have to spend credits to to upgrade or promote a star rank of your characters or your ships. You can just do it. It's free now, which is awesome because it saves a lot of credits. Going to my shipments here. I think these are probably pretty normal, except for there's some new stuff here as well. Even if the concept is the same. So a lot of this was already here. The episode shipments are different because these is like a special currency for like the episode that you're in for your era of whatever that's happening right now. So one of the things you can get from like rewards for stuff for doing events and things and doing certain challenges here, you'll get this currency to spend on stuff in this store. The era shipment, that's the era thing. The episode, I guess, is slightly different than the era. I think it would be different episodes of the eras or something. Here you get other stuff. So here's you can get like light speed tokens to like upgrade. You can see here, level 85. They have relic tiers now, so I don't know if they actually had that before. I don't believe they did because I never saw it. But basically, a relic is like beyond gear 12. You can use this other special materials to turn up into relics, and I think it goes to like 10 or something, might be the max. You see it upgrades your abilities. You can pick from all these different people, so there's different like ones. You also have like these lesser ones that get them like only to 85 gear 12 3 stars. You have that, but they are cheaper. There's that stuff going on. Cantina one's normal. Guild activity is a little different because you have all these different raid currencies, and I don't think they had these before. Maybe they did. If they did, I honestly don't remember them having that though. But I do remember that, like, before most raids were like, yeah, if you miss out on doing an attempt on the raid, it wouldn't, you wouldn't get to do anything. But now, the way it works is that, for at least some raids, I think most raids, as long as you participate, even if it's like already done, you just submit an attempt with 0, points or whatever, you still get all the rewards for it, so that's good. I think some just have personal rewards that you won't get, but you won't totally miss out on like everything, which is good. That's the same. This is more or less the same. What was I working on in here? I was working on somebody. Oh, I think I'm getting Biggs. I'm trying to get him up because he has a tanky ship. The mod store, fleet, hasn't refreshed on me. Damn it. You have this guild event stuff. You can get certain things here with your different types. There's like 3 different types of guild currency for like special missions for things and whatnot. And that's mostly in territory battles, I think, that you get these. Grand Arena is another newer thing where, well, we have one of those active. So these are like some of the rewards for it. So I can probably maybe show you that in a second here. Shard store for all your excess shards. You can get more stuff. They have these different like light side, dark side currency things that I have never actually got. That's for Galactic Legend missions. That's probably why I never gotten them. I don't have any Galactic Legends myself. This Conquest, that was the thing where like some of these little cards for rewards, and these are like things to put on your characters, whatever, and stuff to like help for battles. But I usually save it for getting shards for characters when they show up in here. You use crystals as well, but I will almost never do that because they are a precious commodity. Datacron. So basically these are things that you can put on to your teams. These little cube things. You can use these things to like power them up and make them better or whatever. And then it's like, they give you different like boosts and things. And so like essentially what you would do is you would take these and put them with squads where they would synergize well, of course. And then like they only last for like, I think like 30 days or something. So they give you those boosts, and so they can be a nice boost for territory wars or the squad arena. But I never use them because it's an investment of stuff that I don't really have. I'm not that late in the game to be able to use them, but they are a big boost. They can clearly give you an edge later. I don't know if Omicron things even existed, but these are ability materials, a higher level of them that give you even higher things for like really special abilities, typically reserved for those arena battles, those grand arenas, or the territory wars is usually all they're good for. And also, the kind of nice thing about these, though, is that whenever you get an Omicron ability, it only takes those. You don't have to worry about getting, all the lower level stuff as well. I don't have any legend tokens, so I can't do anything in here yet anyways. Looks like there's some neat stuff in here, but I'm not at that level. So, let's look at the arenas as long as we're here. So, right now we have the normal stuff here. I do need to do my fleet arena, but I'll do that later. These are pretty much the same as they were, though. Like, if you go in here, like, you might even see, I think I'm at a level here where you'll see some people have these on. There's, like, somebody with the Datacron thing on them. Actually, all of them do. So, there's that. And my fleets are pretty much normal, though. And then here, we're still in the setup phase. But these are, so I go here, and you enter these when they show up. You see I have won one and lost one. And then, can I actually see the board? I guess I can't. If I do edit defense, maybe it'll show me. So yeah, so like they'll have things up here, and it's always 3 sets of characters and then like ships. So you can go in and like be like, oh, here's my squad over here, and these are my guys, and you can set them or edit them or remove them, and so they'll auto fight the enemy. There's also a 3v3 variant of it, but we're currently in the 5v5. So, oh, that's a review phase. Okay, cool. You can look back at it. That's neat. So you can get rewards and stuff based on how well you do. I think this will show like kind of a breakdown of stuff. I'm at number 4 in my bracket, I guess, right now with 1 win. That seems. Oh, it's only 8 people. Okay, well that's not bad. And you get these little rewards for doing that. And what are the little dots for? Are there more things? Oh, you could, you get all kinds of stuff. Cool. So it does make it easier to get ability materials and gear and stuff because there are so many more characters and things to do. Oh, it's another one of these. You get freebies of these periodically still. Obviously, I don't always get all of these every day because I only play on my tablet instead of on a phone. And this is a brand new file I restarted, by the way. This is all my progress I have right now is from restarting this year. Like, I don't even know if it was January or February. I think it might have been still in January. It just wasn't immediately. So this is a thing that I think I can't do because I don't have the characters up enough. These are my requirements, so I need to try to do this part of the event. But then we've got like over here, we have events. So like this thing right now, this kind of event is the featured event. And you can like go and do these battles. They have requirements to try and fight them. I keep losing this battle, so I won't do that. But you can get some rewards for doing that. It's like, what do we got here? This, I've already done these. Actually some training. Like, what do we need for these guys? You need scoundrels. That's all you needed, and I did that. So I'm just gonna reap the benefits. You have these ship ones, extra ones are different, like getting different fleet things. So you can get like, what is this one? Oh, yeah, you need certain ships and stuff to get these. So that's like, I'm not quite there yet. And these kind of rotate challenges. These are more or less the same as they've always been, I think. So you're probably familiar with these if you played before. And since it's technically Sunday, right? Yeah, it is Sunday right now. It's very early Sunday morning. I'm recording this. All of these are open. Nice. Getting so much stuff. It's also nice you can sim these. Now, I don't have every challenge done. Otherwise, I could probably just do this multi-sim up here. If I had every challenge done at the top tier of their things, I can just click that, I think, and it'll let me do the top tier of everything that's active. Even though I think all the... Oh, no, that one over there I don't have, do I? Which would be really nice, but yeah, I think the only thing I haven't finished is... Wait, did I just do this? Yes. This one I haven't done yet. I'm working on that vaguely. And we can get the ship thing. And this one's not done yet either. But I got some good stuff there. Okay, we're good. I probably shouldn't reach around there. It's hard because I have a camera in my face. Here's my guild chat. Hi guys. So we still have that. Here. got a bunch of different chat things on the side. We started. So that's still there. The sensor's a little weird. Like I said, we were on this one raid, we were close. I'm like, oh man, if everybody like got an attempt in, we could maybe scrape by. And it put a bunch of stars over everything but the S and C. And it's like, whoa, you made it weird. The scavenger is basically you turn all this stuff in to get materials to get like your bonus extra materials for building gear that you don't need anymore. You can turn into pieces for making upgrading relic levels essentially. So doing the relic thing just makes like I could probably show you that quick. So your characters and stuff, they got a lot of filters for that. Here are my event units. Again, they're the era units. They're different. The era of Andor. So we're doing like, you know, these are the characters you can get and upgrade, but I don't have any stuff to upgrade them right now because they need like, if we go to level up, it's like you need, well, I have enough of this. Oh, I just need to have more stars. Okay, well that kind of sucks. They do make you kind of get packs for that, which I think you can get for crystals, but I don't like spending crystals on that until I have nothing else for crystals to spend crystals on. So here's like my thing of like characters, and that's why they have these glowy things around them. As you can see, they've got like, oh, there's because they're relic. He's relic level 1 because you basically get to gear 13 to get into this area, and then you can start doing that. So yeah, you can see once one of these numbers in here, those are relic levels. And there, you see I have a pretty good collection of characters here. Just a lot of people. It's because I've been trying to unlock a lot of them, as well as there's just a lot of really easy ones to get. Especially anything that's like in any of the shops I can get consistently, I do. So right now I've been on an unlocking spree, basically. So I've just been trying to unlock people. So when I'll just go to here to anybody who's like, you know, not unlocked yet and try to farm them a bit to get their stuff. And you can filter them. You can filter by like lightspeed tokens if you have any. You can have your favorites, which I haven't selected any as that, which probably would help. You can look at your squads that you set up, and so if you want quick access to them and see what stuff's on them, that's a good way to do that. You got ships, all these things. These still take forever to grind though, because ships are always difficult. They were before and they still are, because you need to have the pilots for the ships. You need to have the ships themselves. So you have to get the ships up in stars, which only give you like 4 shards per like thing where you can purchase them, which makes it very slow. I guess blueprints. Sorry, 4 blueprints at a time. If you don't have like a battle, you can grind them. And they're like, you need to have the stars up to make it good. You have the abilities up to make it good, but you also need to have the pilots and have them have really high gear and abilities and everything else, and have their power to be really high to make the ships really good. So it's really difficult to get some of these good ships. It takes a while. And the only reason I'm so high in my arena right now, I think, is because most people don't invest in ships because they take forever. I haven't actually set up any fleets. In Journey Guide, we'll look at that. I don't have any that I've done right now. And then Datacrons, I think I have a thing sitting here that I'm not using either of those. So eventually they'll just actually, can I see that? Oops. If I like go into it, like I can unlock it or I can dismantle it for stuff. I think I will automatically get more stuff I think it automatically dismantles when it's done anyway. But so back here. What else do we got? What haven't we looked at? Oh yeah, let's look at the Journey Guide thing since we mentioned that. So here, so you can go and attempt to like unlock characters. Well, that's guild ones. So if you're like here, like, oh, I want to get a character, and you're like, okay, I want to get the Emperor, and I already have him, I guess, but like, it shows like the characters you need to like fight him and like what you need to do for requirements and things. So I think the one I was trying for was her, but I'm not nearly strong enough to get this battle done, even with all of my characters here. So I'm still working on that. And then if you select it, it'll highlight all of your units that you could use, and so then it'll also highlight gear and stuff. So like whenever you're looking at shards or gear or anything like that on your other screens, they'll have little symbols on them. I don't want to show that right now though, because I don't want to work on any journeys currently, and there's no way to like unselect a journey for some reason. You have to like finish one before it'll let you stop doing that. Um, but trust me, it's how it works. Guilds are pretty much the same. I mean, you have your spot for raids, which I think we have a raid finished and we're waiting for rewards on it. Actually, this is different. They don't have the thing anymore. So here's the info on stuff, I guess. Stuff we've done. Territory, war thing. Guild info, roster. This is everybody that's in it. The exchange for all of the donations you can do. And then guild search is just to find other guilds, but I don't need to do that because I'm in one. Because they took away the guild screen. They took away the whole like fleet screen and stuff, so now you just have, it is a little simpler to get back to the main menu, which that part is good. I like that part about the UI update, although it is annoying to have to scroll all around everywhere to do stuff. Oh, and the raid is actually just right over here. So like the raid. Ta-da. But and it's kind of nice to have little timers and things on stuff here, as you can see that as well. So that's like, they got some handy things about this. I don't totally hate this update. Always going to do campaigns. These are the main things. You have your light side, dark side, cantina. That was always here. I don't remember. I think mods may have been there when I started, I think. All the mod things are now in here. There's different types of mods there. Then you have material here to upgrade your mods or slice them. So you can like change the level of your mod and make them even more powerful. I've just been lazy and just been simming these because I get other materials for them anyways. And then I just use the health mods because health will up my power, and then I can, do that. And much later in the game, if I really need special, like, okay, this type of mod and this stat on it and everything, then I can start focusing more on those later. But for now, I'm doing these, and if I overflow them, I can sell all the mods I don't use and get some good money. I should just hit back, but I hit the home button because I'm an idiot. And then, like, yeah, there's just, actually that's it over here, isn't it? Yeah, fleet battles, cantina. But these are all the normal battles for everything. So I gotten further in the fleet battles, anyways, but they get pretty tough. And then I think that's more or less it. Actually, I'm looking at this. I mean, like you can look at there's a territory war. Sorry, territory battle. This is a newer one, I think, with Geonosis, and it's very hard. You still have like platoons and stuff, and you can put things in here, but it's difficult, and I have been pretty terrible at it. So I don't know. We're not 7 of 33 stars. It's not amazing, but we tried. We gave it a go. It's what came up. So I think that's pretty much it. I think to say about any of this stuff. Like I say, it's mostly well, it has a little star on it to see that like, little thing here. I think either that means there's an order, or that means that I can do that. But yeah, like I said, it's more or less the same as it always has been. I guess I'll just throw an arena battle up here. I'll probably lose because my squad is not that great. Overall, I think that the game is like, it's probably good that they have it this way, honestly. It's still been fun. I don't know how long I'll keep playing it. It's... Oops, I didn't mean to do that one. That's good. Like, this is a very common squad you see in the arena because everybody got these units for free, pretty much. So, like, I don't know. I guess I've been really enjoying it still. It's a fun game. It does feel like it's still kind of an endless grind, so eventually I probably will give it up and, not play anymore. I'm sure that's going to happen with any free-to-play mobile game kind of like this, but... There's a lot of characters, a lot of stuff to do, and I sense a progression. I don't know. It's been fun, so I can't complain too much. I'll try to take her out. I can't. I've been enjoying my time with it. So if you haven't played for a while, or you've never played, and you think this looks kind of neat, looks kind of fun, it's probably more fun if you're selecting. You don't have to auto battle. You can just like actually select your moves and stuff from down here. I'll show you in a sec when they stop attacking. They get mini bonus attacks. So, like, it doesn't have to be like an idler game like I'm making it look like, and automated like this. It just goes faster for stuff you've already done and is really easy to do. But yeah, you have moves down here, like, oh, I can do this, you see what it does, and whatever, but, like, you can actually choose to do that if you want. But, yeah, it's a pretty cool game still. I think it's got a lot to do, and it still is pretty friendly to newcomers as well as just people coming back who haven't played for a long time. And I'm sure it probably is a bit annoying to people who've been playing the entire time to be like, oh, now I get all this stuff for free. That like people, like I had to work for all this stuff, and other people get it for free, and just immediately. That's probably annoying, but if you don't want the game to die with just a few like players it has, and you want to have it grow and have people coming in still, I think it's a good choice. And like if you like Star Wars, it's one of those where like the games like this aren't incredible or anything like that, but the set dressing of Star Wars with some fun stuff, some challenging stuff, the progression elements, um, having it just on your phone or your tablet, or it's actually on PC now, I believe, as well, and it's free. The thing is, it's a free game, so you don't have to spend any money on this. Like I never will, so that's cool. Why not? It's a decent way to kill some time. That's a yeah. Again, for someone who hasn't played for a long time, while there's a lot of different like things to check out for little ins and outs, types of battles, and like abilities, team synergies, all that good stuff. Um, at the end of the day, it's still the same thing. Actually, I'm gonna just forfeit this because I don't care. Because I also wanted to show you a quick thing I forgot to show you for the. I mentioned Galactic Legends and didn't actually show you a Galactic Legend. So Galactic Legends are over in the Journey tabs, and these are super powerful characters. Um, like I could get Obi-Wan. He's a Jedi Master, but you need to have all these guys that like high relics and all this stuff to get them, and it's just there's all this stuff. I didn't show that yet. You can do something like that. So those characters are the Galactic Legends characters are just like super strong. They're kind of broken because they're very very difficult to get. Um, and then I was also going to show you get rewards for this stuff. Like oh yeah, I get whatever doing these. Um, and you're seeing like credits and stuff, and like these things. That's a bonus. You just get some cool rewards out of that thing if you fill it up. You have like episode quests where you can do different like things for that. Um, and then character quests is for these highlighted characters. And get shards. Let's bring you to the store. I think to be like, hey, buy their thing. Um, and then there's like still the guild activities tab where like there are things where tiers of this spend energy. Oops, I didn't mean to go all the way back. The other thing is this little thing up here is the episode track. So you can build this up. You can get rewards along the way for doing stuff. That's where like some of that episode currency and stuff is, and other things here. So that's I just wanted to quick show those too. That's a newer thing as well. So there's a lot of ways to progress, a lot of different ways to get shards, gear, materials, lots of ways to get lots of different things. So you have like shortcuts. Some things you can super focus on and build really quickly because they overlap in multiple like stores and areas and stuff. Whereas some things you really have to super focus on them, particularly like those like journey things, those journey characters. But overall, yeah, Star Wars Galaxy of Heroes is still pretty cool. I think it's still pretty neat. And this is some of my stuff right now. So if you wanna, if you wanna add me, you I guess my ally code is down here. If you can read this, and that's our guild. I don't know if they'll let you join, but yeah. That's my probably way too long a ramble for looking back at Star Wars Galaxy of Heroes. Hopefully it was somewhat interesting and entertaining. I didn't mean for it to ramble on this long, but it's just a quick, not a quick video. It was a simple video, just to kind of poke around and be like, yeah, this is still pretty cool. And if it looks fun to you, give it a shot. If it looks like it's just a boring who cares waste of time, then maybe don't, because a lot of mobile games are going to be like that. But I've played worse, so yeah, that's cool. And there's a bunch of stuff I don't even know because I haven't watched many of the Star Wars things that have happened since the sequel trilogy. I've kind of tuned out most of it, but it's still cool to mess around with. Lasers and lightsabers and stuff. Those are still neat, right? Spaceships. It's all still going to be neat stuff. So happy Star Wars Day. May the 4th be with you. And Uh, I have a bad feeling about this. Is that a good send off? That doesn't sound like a good send off. If I if I end the video now, I'll become more powerful than you can possibly imagine. That's a better one, right? Uh, Laugh it up, fuzzball.